Mr. Powell was speaking, but the market's unexpectedly in the middle of his Q&A shot up here, so I'm not sure what to take of that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's turning a corner. Maybe he's finally able to influence the markets
In a positive way? That could be. You never know.
Wasn't there supposed to be a new Fed chair?
No, Treasury Secretary. They try to keep the Fed
Tre-
chair the same, as they don't want the Fed chair to be politicized, is the intent behind it. So, but you never know. Man, even this screen's messed up.
Huh, interesting. Interesting, Brian. I don't know. Like, I've seen over 1 billion shares before, rarely, but it's happened. Maybe it hit some magic number where it started to reverse or something. I don't know. I don't know what the story is here, but it is interesting that it's counting down. I find that it's so weird to see.
What is it? SDL SD.
SNDL. Sundial. SNDL.
Huh. Yeah, that is kind of strange, counting down.
I watched a YouTube video the other day where they talked about, is there a theoretical maximum amount you can keep in a bank account? And apparently there is, but the number is like $992 trillion or something.
That's a lot of money. I'll never see that amount of money in my lifetime.
No, that's apparently like 10 times the amount of money in the U.S. or something like that. So it's not an issue for anybody, but that's the point at which the computers run out of ones and zeros, apparently, in a single account structure based on the way they're generally programmed. Anyways.
So, welcome everybody out on YouTube.
Welcome everybody.
AMD.
Hello, YouTube friends. We're just watching weird stuff happen in the markets. And yeah, just taking it easy this afternoon. Whenever Powell speaks, normally I personally like to stay out of trades. Although there have been a couple of good trades. We got to give props to Megan. We were congratulating her earlier. She got a great, like a $3 trade on Twitter, and I'm looking now. It's now up. It just hit 68. She took that at the consolidation around $65 and rode it all the way up here this afternoon. So she had a great trade on that. And yes, we were looking at SNDL, which currently has negative 2 billion shares traded, which is just weird.
Yep. Negative 1.9 billion now.
Oh, you're right, because we're counting to zero apparently. So
yeah. Billions served.
Yeah.
That tells you not many people thought billions of shares would be traded in a single stock.
Yeah, no kidding.
What's the float on the SDNL? It's got to be a low float stock.
I don't know. Well, let's find out here.
I don't think it's low float. Honestly, it doesn't.
435 million. So.
Oh,
yeah, I was going to say it doesn't.
Not that bad.
Doesn't really trade like a low float.
Yeah.
It's not. I'd be looking for more like 4 million if it really started to rock.
Yeah. So Al out on YouTube, I had CMEG for about a year and a half. Yeah, maybe a little bit longer than a year and a half. They served my purpose well. Never really had an issue with anything with them. And decent broker if you're in an offshore account. So The only downside I would have to say would be their short float list is, or not short float, but their short list is small.
So, Mike, can I ask you why the camel today?
It's what day is it?
Is that it? It's hump day? What?
Yeah,
It's camel.
I figured since you played the song last week, I'd throw on the camel this week since it's.
Okay, there you go. I did not make the connection. I thought we were just doing Animal Day, so I put a shark. So
No, I went with the camel. Since you had
this is the one animal I had ready. Okay.
Since you had hump day going on last week for us.
That's true, I did. Man, that was a week ago. Holy crap.
I'm feeling left out. I don't have an animal.
Oh, well, you need a spirit animal there, Brian.
I don't know. Take a look at Curliff. Let's take a look at Curliff.
Yeah, see? Manning got it. Mike. Camel. He got it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense now that you told me.
So, oh man, AMD running up to 100 again at 93 and then decide to pull back.
Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Guess what it is?
It's hump day.
It's hump day. There you go.
Yes, it is. And it feels like one today. It feels like one today.
Yeah, you've been climbing the hill. Well, look, you're on the downside slope now, Mike. So
I know,
you can slide right into the weekend.
I'm good. I'm on the downside.
AMD, geez, I'm upset that I didn't trust in AMD enough. I don't know why. Now it looks obvious, but look at that move back to VWAP. Lovely.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I'm sitting here watching it instead of having
A trade in it?
Yeah, exactly. I should be short. That's my trade, man. Anyway.
That's your trade, man.
That is.
Apparently not today.
Just watching ACB kind of lose 26 maybe here.
ACB?
Is it gonna lose 26? It's hanging on there. It's trying to hang on.
ACB. 20 ACB, Brian?
Oh, sorry, Afria. Sorry about that.
Oh, APHA. Okay. I pulled up ACB. I'm like 26. Okay, maybe he's thinking 26 cents. No, not that one either. There we go. Yep, it lost it.
Oh, there you go. See, I was just waiting for that.
Yeah. Got a
I'm gonna
good.
cover some here. Afria. Yeah, sorry about that. I was got all these different pot stocks charts up today. Afria, Tilray, ACB, CGC, Diddly Doodly. And yeah, so
Tilray back up in the 60s. Man.
I know. I was so happy with my trade yesterday. I got $9 on it, and I got in at $34, and I was so happy when I got some of it out around 43, 44, well, 42, 43, and yeah, and then that happiness turned into regret this morning. I'm like, no, I could have held some.
Yeah, totally. Who'd have thought it would have been up like another? What was it up like another $20?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was $20 by the time the market's open.
Yeah. This Cure LF, it's really, just looking at the daily, it's pretty extended. We've got a hollow fill candle here on today's price action. So I'm thinking last time it did that, it had a pretty significant pullback. Now, that was then and this is now. And it just seems it just seems like the Reddit people they've switched their attention to pot stocks now.
Reddit people. Those Reddit people.
Those.
They're a cult.
Those Reddit people. Jeez.
That Reddit institution. What are they doing?
That's a nice car. My friend's looking at an M5 competition BMW, 617 horsepower.
Oh, look at this. You're right. SNDL is now a Reddit play. That's why it's moving anyways. I'm seeing it's the most mentioned stock so far on Wall Street Bets.
Ah. I know they started talking about Willow on there, and that's maybe why it's starting to pop up.
Here's one of the latest posts there. Last chance to buy under $3. Rocket ship, rocket ship, rocket ship, rocket ship, rocket ship.
One of my I do use social media a lot to find opportunities, but I ignore anybody that uses rocket ships. or memes, even though they're funny. Yeah. Anybody who's posting a meme isn't spending enough time researching stuff.
Is that
yeah.
So I'll just post a meme with anything and like completely discount my opinion, right?
Yeah.
Not unreasonable, but
yeah. Another rule is anybody who bashes shorts, because as soon as the stock goes down, everybody immediately defaults to how they hate shorts, or when a stock's going up, they always see all these comments. Oh, we're going to burn the shorts. It's always about the shorts.
Yeah. The most hated people on Wall Street.
They are. Of all the newbie traders. Now, look at this. I'm glad I got out of my LAC. This is not behaving well. What's a SPY doing? SPY seems to be trying to hold here, eh? What is that? What level is that? That's a level we kind of broke out from around 230. We're sort of buying brigade came in, and then the selling, and then they kind of disappeared.
We're there, but we're not.
All right.
Cisco, Facebook.
So what is moving? So Twitter had really a pretty monster day, like
yeah.
It just yeah, nice. What a
13% up. So
yeah, it's a killer. Just a killer. Jeez, who'd have thought? I thought, there were a lot of people that thought, well, the election's over, and they eliminated a lot of people that were using Twitter, notable people, and everyone thought, oh, Twitter's now it's yesterday's stock, yesterday's news, but it just seems like somebody's been proving somebody wrong. I think actually engagement has it. I thought I was looking at the statistics. I thought it actually was going up. It actually had gone up since the election and all the rest of that. So,
not sure about that.
Well, I actually did learn some. I did see some statistics that it was getting used more. There was more posts. I don't know if it's. I don't know where that. I saw the statistics somewhere. I can't remember where it was. But yeah, I don't. I hate Twitter. Honestly, I mean, I find it's just full of people that want to post mean things. I mean, I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I mean, it's just full of people like trolls that just want to say negative stuff.
There are a lot of them out there. I mean, it's not all there are, but yes, there's unfortunately a lot of.
Yes. No, that's I'm making a generalization, but I mean, yeah I just I mean, lots of interesting tweets and stuff, and I do follow some people. Most notably Mike and Peter and
it's hard. I don't use Twitter a lot because it is hard to discern the good from the bad. Like you just have to wade through everything, right? It is a global stream of consciousness engine, which makes it. I always find it makes it tough to follow.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do here? We've got 15 minutes. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
Oh, I actually deleted Twitter, Facebook, all that social media off my phone, and I only have it on my computer now. So I have to make a conscious effort now to engage with it instead of getting all the notifications on the phone. I found that it's actually quite helpful and you just get what you want out of it by seeing somebody post something, and then it gets you all riled up because it's something way out in left field, right? It gets your heart rate like, what is this? I can't believe this. So, and I found it extremely peaceful,
liberating.
Yeah.
I have tried to engage less, especially after watching Social Dilemma, and then you can kind of all of a sudden you realize how they are actually constantly trying to poke you and prod you to get you to go to the site, and even LinkedIn, congratulate this person for their anniversary or whatever, right? And of course it's all about engagement, right? Getting you come back to the site, which makes sense. It's their business model.
Social Dilemma is a little itchy, but it is very informative. I sort of like how they've done it because it gives you a different perspective, right? As you say, on what the motivation is.
Yeah, it just it becomes that feeling of being a product. Just I don't know, it didn't sit well with me after I watched Social Dilemma.
Exactly, and that's what I found interesting about Dilemma. It's one of those things where I talk to people all the time here in this room and elsewhere about, we talk about free trades, right? So if you get, the platform to give you free trading, find out what the cost is. What's their profit model? Because nothing's free. So the company is making money somehow. You got to figure out what their business model is, and then you have a better understanding of what their motivation is. And I never thought about it for the social apps until you go through this, and you're like, well, it makes perfect sense. Pretty obvious once you sort of spend some time thinking about it, but
yeah. And Manny, you make a great point, right? The major Silicon Valley execs that run these companies ban their children from using them because they're like, I don't want my kids to be exposed to this. That right there tells you. I probably should.
Well, the conversation I liked the best out of the movie was when they were interviewing one of the original programmers of the learning algorithms, and he was saying, at this point, we have no idea how they work. Well, I don't understand. Didn't you program it? He said, yeah, but we programmed it to learn, and as it learned, it would rewrite its own code to better serve up, the right ads to the right people at the right time. So the order in which you get things on Facebook or Twitter, because if you ever notice, you don't get them in chronological order, you get them in some weird order of the messages that you get based on your historical usage patterns. but they're saying like we don't even know how it works. Like it's rewritten its own code in a language that we can't understand. So we don't know what they're doing. I'm like, wow, that's cool. That's scary,
That's
but
crazy, yeah.
interesting.
And then accidentally click on an ad and you're doomed for at least 2-3 weeks.
Exactly.
Like, oh,
See, apparently now
No.
in my social media profiles, they're convinced I want to buy a watch. I am getting sold watches by like a dozen different. I don't know what I did, but apparently somewhere along the way I accidentally clicked on a watch because now apparently everybody thinks I need a timepiece. So
I think, well, Andrew needs a timepiece or something.
that's a different problem, I think.
That's a different problem.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
back to here. As Andrew would say, let's get back in character.
yes. And we'll start it with the member trade of the day since we're at 9 minutes before.
Excellent.
So get back in character. We got off. Sorry. Hopefully we aren't getting flagged by YouTube too much. So member trade of the day goes to Turbo Break Even for his trade on Twitter right at the open. Got Twitter at the low of the day, partialed on his way up, held through the little pullback, finished it out on the way up, and then eventually got out when it started to roll over. So excellent trade on his part and great management from start to finish.
Got the Twitter move. Nice.
Nice one.
Right off the open. I was nervous about taking that. I am a little jealous of that trade because I didn't take it. So nicely done.
Yes, excellent. So if you want to compete for the member trade of the day, mark up your post and tag at Parable Traders, Mike B_BBT and Norm BBT. Use the hashtag BBT Family Day Trading Stock Market, and we'll evaluate your trade. And then we'll announce the winner for the member trade of the week every Monday after the closing show, or during the closing show. Last night was an excellent town hall question and answer with Andy Kushner by Carlos and Andrew, with the major theme being disciplined and trading your trade book or your playbook strategy and sticking to it. So if that should be up in the education center here shortly if it's not already, and if you missed it, good opportunity to grab it. And then Peter, you are up next. I'll let you do your own intro.
I am up next for next week when we will be talking about how to take the right share size for you. So this will be sort of a lesson on how you determine how many shares you should take and how you do that within your risk management parameters. So we'll go through a number of different methods by which you can determine your share size, and I'll go over the benefits and detractors from each one of those. So, and hopefully I'll give you enough information so you can make your own choice as to which method you might want to use, because there is no absolute right answer for all people. So it should be a very informative session, and I look forward to delivering that next Tuesday, the 16th of February at 8 p.m. in our webinar room.
And then this afternoon, in an hour after the market, so an hour and 7 minutes, we will have Kreda, who will be giving a review of her mental edge, putting all the pieces together, and then followed by that, we'll have 3 traders that are going to join us, and they're going to give you a background of their trading history, a little bit of it, and they're going to talk about how these strategies that Kreda talks about has helped them in their trading. And then there'll be a question and answer that you can ask the traders or Kreda questions as well, and you'll get to see how Kreda kind of interacts with the individual members. So looking forward to that. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern, so an hour after the market closes today in our webinar room. The following week we'll have Nada coming in to talk about mindfulness and how you can use mindfulness to kind of balance out your effort with patience, as it can get very very hectic in the morning with price action going up and down, people making money, people losing money, people posting trades, everybody getting excited left and right about everything going on. And if you're like me that doesn't trade right away, you have to build that ability to have patience and wait for your actual setup to form before taking a trade. So we'll talk about that. And then for everybody out on YouTube, if you want to give our chat room or our website a try, you can use the code premarket24. That's going to give you access to the onboarding class that Carlos gives on Monday, as well as Kyle's technology class on DAS Trader Pro on Monday. You'll have access to the introduction material in our education center, and you'll have access to the chat room where you get to be exposed to all the moderators from 8:30 in the morning, or no, 8, you open it up at 8 in the morning, all the way till we close it out here on the Closing Bell show.
We actually open at 7:30, but that's
or
right.
even earlier. See, holy cow, 7:30.
Now we have events from 8 with Jared on the pre-market show. So we've got market analysis that starts roughly around 8 a.m. So yeah, we got lots of stuff happening for everybody all day.
Awesome. And we'll get back to trading as the market seems to be holding around VWAP slightly lower.
AYRO seems to be popping up here on the scanner as something that's getting people excited.
I want to see if this SNDL can close above $3 because that was the promise on Wall Street Bets. This is your last chance to buy them. So.
AVYA is going up too. It's 82 million.
There's a lot of orders if you look at that level 2. I've never seen a level 2 quite like that.
Well, how many shares did you say were outstanding?
Jesus. 430 million thereabouts.
Yeah, so that's a lot of shares.
Yeah.
It's hard to move a stock with that many shares. Hard to move it around appreciably, you know.
I mean, look at that. That is a ton of shares at the levels.
Here we go, AYRO.
Gonna push towards its high.
Yeah, Manny, careful with those rocket ships, baby.
Yeah, rocket ships.
Don't use them lightly.
Yes. If there'd have been about 1 or 2 more, I would have banned you. You would have got kicked.
Is there a limit after which you get banned? Too many rocket ships and you're out?
Exactly, yeah. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. You just go ahead and use those rocket ships.
To the moon and back.
To the moon. Yeah, here's another story. There's another one. Hold the line. To the moon. So the market's doing a little weird dance here into the close.
Yeah, up and down. Got about a minute left, so if anybody's in...
Wicking up and down here. What's going on?
Peter and his rocket ships.
Oh, there you go. Peter.
Little subliminal. So.
You're testing my patience.
Well. Go ahead.
HR always does, though.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been fired by better.
You've been hunted by worse. Okay, so AY. What is
I've tried a little bit of a long here in AMB because I was feeling left out of the fun. I just realized though that I only took the trade like a minute ago and I'm running out of time here. So
10 seconds.
I am still long AYRO.
Here comes the bell.
Okay, I'm getting out. Oh, look at that. I'm out just in time.
Not bad.
And look at that. I made 14 cents. Hey, there you go. That works.
14 cents on it. Nothing wrong with that.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's $50. I mean, that's okay.
Well, it's okay. Oh yeah, look at the SPY spiked right into the close there too.
Yep.
Green is green, exactly.
Green is green.
10,000 shares. Yeah, Ryan, I only had 400 shares. I didn't I didn't go Andrew size it.
Yep. So.
All right, well,
Yep. Quiet day.
Any earnings?
So we have Uber at 405. Let me pull up the
Oh, okay.
earnings.
That should be interesting.
So we got Uber, iRobot, MGM, and that's about
Well, Uber had a pretty big day today, up 6.33%. Twitter was
Yeah.
up like 13% today. Wow, man, that was something else. Baidu continues its run higher.
Yeah.
Up 3% today. What else? What else we got? Nvidia
Billy
was up
did a nice
3.5%.
run.
Yeah, Disney was up 1% today. I wonder why. What happened there? Interesting.
I think there's some legislation over here in California. I think that's affecting Disney. They're trying to
Okay.
force the governor to reopen the amusement parks. So.
Hmm. AMD, Peter, AMD had a rock solid day here, eh? Up $1.40, 1.5%.
yeah, it's been moving quite well. I mean, there's really been some good opportunity on it. So
Yeah,
I think, anyways.
yeah. Well, AYRO is kind of a disappointment in the aftermarket. It's back around my entry. Uber's still not doing much here.
No,
Like I said, it is creeping up a little bit.
it's just
So Lyft had
slowly waiting.
Lyft spiked up here in the last. Wow, Lyft just had a big spike here in the after. That's the after hours? What's going on there? That's weird. Hmm.
Okay. Whoa, whoops. All right. Well,
Still nothing going with Uber.
no. I don't see any numbers out yet. iRobot, MGM Resorts, nothing out on any of them. Oh, iRobot. Well, why is their stock not moving? Hold on a second. Their numbers are out. Oh, it did jump. Sorry.
Here it comes here.
Yeah.
Ooh, iRobot beat their numbers. Okay. Will not move. But where is it going? Where's the February V?
Wow, iRobot's really taken off here.
Yeah, that one might be one for me tomorrow.
Whoa. Zillow's jumping around.
Jump around.
Jump.
Yeah, not a lot of lines going on in Zillow. Robot, MGM. There. Uber. Yeah, Uber's dropped. That's interesting. Oh, Uber. Getting some numbers out here.
Wow.
They beat. Ooh, and they missed their revenue. Beat barely on, basically met earnings. So mixed results. Kevin, the best way is to be on Brian's distribution list. He sends out a swing trade emails regularly so that you can stay on top of what he's looking at.
Actually, I think we've made a change in how who we send emails to. So I think anybody who's on the mailing list is going to get the swing trade list. If you're interested in it.
If you want the current one, Kevin, I'm happy to send it to you right now. Just private message me your email address and I will forward it to you directly, if you so wish.
Whew, just did a nice little short on Uber there. Don't usually like to trade in the aftermarket, but
I am Peter at bearbulltraders.com. Or you can just send it right here, Kevin. Private message me.
I'll be sending out I'll send out one tonight here.
Or sign up on our website, and then you can get the new one that Brian will be sending out.
Yeah, I think didn't we decided we were gonna send it out to anybody who's on the mailing list? I thought.
I think so.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite clear at the end of that conversation, so.
Well, Ryan sent me an email, so he said use this new, use the latest link here. So then I will do that. Anyway, wow. Okay. Well, I got a decent move on this has actually been a very good day. BPTH was a big winner. I did a lot of trades today. Too many.
No, not if they're profitable, I guess.
I guess, yeah. And I always hate looking back at those trades, and you think, God, if I'd only have held on a little longer, could have been, or bought more shares right there. But what did What do we get with Willow going out? Willow went out at 208. Nice. My. Wow. Wow. My account went up a lot today. I have a lot of shares in Willow. Peter, I'm surprised you didn't buy any when we were in Toronto. I tried to talk you into it.
You did. You did. I didn't take you seriously enough, obviously. So
There you go. All right, guys. I'm dropping off here. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. And Peter, Mike, have a good evening. We'll talk to you. We'll catch you all in the morning.
You too,
And I guess
Brian.
coming up Monday is a holiday from
It
trading.
is.
We'll be taking an extra long weekend there. But still got 2 more days to go for the rest of the week. So we'll catch everyone tomorrow. Bye for now.
Later, Brad.
All right, later,
Good
Brian.
night.
Later,
See you guys.
everybody out on YouTube. Thank you.
Later, everybody on YouTube. All right. Well.